skyscrapers stand empty. Roads are devoid of traffic, and a pervasive eerie silence fills the air. These scenes from Chinese cities mirror ghost towns, where streets seem forsaken, reminiscent of apocalyptic film sets devoid of human presence. Despite no one living here initially, China's ambitious economic plan, termed Oblivion, swiftly made it the second largest global economy. However, the sight of these empty cities reveals the darker side of this economic surge. Let's delve deeper into this phenomenon. First up is Ordos, a city resembling a post-apocalyptic sci-fi movie setting. Photographer Raphael Olivier likened this Chinese city to an abandoned space station in the early 2000s. Amidst a coal mining industry boom, China, flush with financial resources, anticipated massive economic growth. As part of this vision, they erected a new city named Ordos, intended to house up to 1 million residents. Yet, a decade later, it remained mostly uninhabited. The issue? The new Ordos was too close to the historic heart of the already flourishing old Ordos. There was no pressing need for anyone to move to this new site. And who'd wish to reside in a ghost town? Most who stayed in old Ordos were migrant workers and government officials, whose offices shifted closer to the new Ordos in hopes of luring them to this barren area. Regrettably, the grand investment plan didn't succeed. 80 to 90% of apartments in the city belong to investors awaiting long-term profits, with no pressure to drop prices due to their wealth. By 2016, China revised its expectations, planning for Ordos to have a population of 300,000. Yet, with high taxes and construction concerns, only 100,000 resided there by that year. This issue isn't confined to Ordos but resonates nationally. China has 65 million vacant homes, enough to house France's entire population. These could shelter 25% of China's 300 million homeless. Due to foreign investment restrictions, Chinese middle class views property as a secure investment, resulting in a surplus of homes. Real estate drives China's economy, making continuous construction necessary for growth. Notably, Ordos Central showcases 2 horse statues symbolizing the region's nomadic culture. These horses symbolize the aspiration to journey anywhere but Ordos. Zhengming, the term ghost cities, doesn't always capture the entirety of these areas. Often, there are ghost neighborhoods within a city. Zhengming has a population comparable to Madrid but has districts with little to no inhabitants. Notably, the City of the Sun in Zhengming hasn't witnessed major events. The most significant occurrence was in 2021 when 15 long-abandoned skyscrapers, started in 2011 but halted in 2013 due to developer debts, were demolished. Additionally, Zhengming features the expansive evergreen Spender housing area, designed for 60,000 residents. Although official reports claim 30,000 inhabitants, its facilities, including shops, malls, childcare, and hospitals, remain closed. The situation worsens as Evergrande, a significant Chinese property developer facing a crisis, has amassed debts amounting to $300 billion, surpassing Portugal's GDP. Yet, construction persisted as debts escalated. Qianducheng, China's Paris. This is among the most unique ghost cities. Living in a Paris-inspired city in China might sound appealing, but there's a catch: they didn't just draw inspiration from Paris. Qianducheng went beyond mere inspiration from Paris, it meticulously replicated the city's architecture. Visitors to Qianducheng will find Parisian facades, cobblestone streets, and replicas of the Arc de Triomphe, Champs-Élysées, and even the Eiffel Tower. This approach, known as duplication, involves creating exact copies of historic landmarks. While some might find it tacky, others appreciate the opportunity to experience a touch of Paris without traveling afar. Original plans projected a population of 10,000 for Qianducheng, however, by 2021, it housed only 10% of that. Most visitors hail from nearby Shanghai. Why did this Parisian replica turn into a ghost city? A primary reason is the steep property prices, rendering it unaffordable for many. Additionally, the true essence of Paris, its authenticity and charm, cannot be merely duplicated, regardless of how striking the replicas might be. UGIPU, often dubbed China's Manhattan, UGIPU aimed to mirror Manhattan's iconic skyline. A promotional video for UGIPU portrayed it as superior to major American cities, boasting an impressive skyline minus issues such as homelessness and crime. Ironically, its real issue was emptiness. The city, unlike the bustling Manhattan, showcases silent streets even during the busiest hours. The absence of the typical hustle and bustle of a cosmopolitan city is evident, with modern buildings starkly contrasting the almost deserted pathways. A 2021 Bloomberg report painted a scene of empty sidewalks, unfinished commercial structures, and a shopping center accompanied by an IMAX theater, both seemingly indefinitely closed. While an earlier visit by Bloomberg in 2015 displayed a similarly quiet scene, development hopes since then have not materialized as planned. In short, UGIPU, with its aspiration to mirror Manhattan, still faces hurdles in establishing itself as a thriving urban hub. Thames Town, Shanghai's take on London. The town reflects China's attempt to capture the essence of renowned metropolises, albeit with distinct nuances. Thames Town boasts remnants of traditional England, from red telephone booths to authentic pubs and bridges reminiscent of Victorian style. However, the typical liveliness of places like Piccadilly Circus is missing here. The streets often see little to no activity, and numerous establishments remain shuttered. The initial planning aimed to house the academic community, but financial realities made that vision challenging to realize. And the property owners were unwilling to slash their prices. As a result, Thames Town stands more like a deserted set piece. And the property owners were unwilling to slash their prices. As a result, Thames Town stands more like a deserted set piece, reminiscent of scenes from a zombie movie like 28 Days Later. These endeavors in China to recreate renowned cities from across the globe showcase an ambition to produce tourist attractions and unique destinations. Yet, they also highlight the challenges of making such places both habitable and economically sustainable. While many ghost towns remain uninhabited, some are on the path to revival, and Tiangong stands out as a remarkable example of such transformation. Initially, Tiangong was a land of farms and rolling hills, but its journey from a post-apocalyptic backdrop began in 2003. By 2013, it had built up its urban infrastructure, yet struggled to attract residents. For a while, it remained a ghost town, but today, Tiangong is witnessing a significant resurgence. In the colder months, the city becomes a haven for students, hosting 7 colleges. This influx has breathed new life into the area, although it's still not as densely populated as major urban centers. Gradually, it's evolving. Now, Tiangong has bustling night markets, street vendors, and youngsters mingling over weekends. Even international brand outlets, like Renner, Mauritius, and Zara, have set up branches in the city. This rejuvenation showcases how some ghost towns can find renewed purpose, transitioning into thriving, livable spaces over time. This city was once labeled China's original ghost town and is located on the outskirts of Shanghai. Destined to become a new financial district, Pudong was built in the 90s and was subjected to ridicule from critics globally. In '98, amid the Asian financial crisis, the city faced a vacancy rate of 70%, with construction halted in several areas. The renowned economist Milton Friedman likened the city to a monument for a deceased pharaoh at the final tier of the pyramids. For many years, it seemed the critics were correct. In 2013, the 60 Minutes program reported on the city, highlighting China's construction of houses and districts without inhabitants, dubbing them ghost towns with desolate condos and suburbs stretching for miles without a single resident. However, the scene has shifted since. In recent years, Pudong has experienced a surge in property demand, and property prices have soared considerably. The city now boasts a rising population and an evolving urban life, illustrating how areas previously deemed ghost towns can eventually recover and become prosperous locales. In summary, these cities in China embody various approaches and challenges in building and revitalizing urban regions. Some remain uninhabited or semi-inhabited, while others are undergoing processes of recovery and transformation. The story behind each underscores the complexities and factors affecting large-scale urban development. As for your views on this video, we would be keen to hear them. Please leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon with more engaging content.